What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the Uncommon Mindset podcast. Today, I'm joined by such an incredible guest. I'm joined by Helena Crevar. Helena is a Jiu Jitsu phenom. She's only 16 years old, and the things she's accomplished throughout her career is incredible. She trains out of New Wave at the moment under John Danaher and Gordon Ryan, and it's such a privilege to have you on the podcast today, Helena.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really excited to talk with you today.
No, of course. Just to start off with, Helena, I just want to ask, how and why did you get involved in Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, so I started almost 8 years ago. I was 8 years old at the time. I wanted to do strength conditioning, but the gym that I went to also had jiu-jitsu classes. So the owner said, I should try those. And once I tried them, I never stopped. So right now, 8 years and 7 years competing, and it's my favorite thing.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you do just jiu-jitsu? Like, are you in school or do you do anything outside of jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, so I'm homeschooled. So that gives me a lot of time to train, but mostly jiu-jitsu. I train twice a day, 5 days a week, and I compete very often, almost every weekend or every month for sure. Sometimes every second weekend.
Yeah. No, I see it. I see it all the time. You're just constantly competing, which is incredible. And you're not just competing, you're winning gold. It's crazy because you're doing it both in the adults and the kids, the juvenile divisions. Is that correct?
Yes. So how I started doing adults divisions was because I didn't have many opponents in my teens division. So I started getting moved up either to older kids brackets when I was 12 and 13. And then I started, getting moved up to adults. So right now, I do both my juvenile divisions and the adults division wherever I have an opponent.
Amazing, yeah. Are you so what does like a day in your life look like at the moment?
Yeah, so I wake up usually in the morning around between 6 and 7 in the morning. I have breakfast. Right away, I go to the morning session and train at in the morning. Then I come back. I have lunch. I do my schoolwork. That usually takes around 3 to 4 hours. I then go to the afternoon training session. I come back, I have dinner, and then mostly just relax, spend time with my family and my pets, and then same routine Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends it's either relaxing or being at a competition.
Yeah, okay. And obviously you moved to New Wave not like recently, right? It hasn't been a long time you've moved there. I gotta ask, what's it like, being under John Danaher?
Yeah, I just moved to Austin in December to train with Professor John and Gordon and the whole New Wave team, and it's amazing. I'm so thankful to Professor John and to Gordon for all the support and they've been giving me, and I feel like I've improved so much.
Yeah. Do you actually get to roll with like, Gordon Ryan, Nicholas Marigali, Bodoni? Do you get to roll with them like on a daily basis?
Yes, I do roll with them often. There's a lot of other talented athletes that also come either to visit or to train. So it's great opportunity to train with all different kinds of athletes and really talented. And it's just on another level.
Yeah. And I mentioned obviously you're 16 years old. Do you get anyone that in competition, do you get like anyone that looks at you and is just like, oh, who's this who's this young girl, you know, trying to do the adults division, and especially you compete against like brown and black belts, right? You're only a blue belt at the moment. Do you get that feeling at all from others when you compete?
Yeah, sometimes, people are really fascinated by how I can do the adults division also. But really, I just go wherever I have an opponent, and it doesn't matter if it's blue, purple, brown, or black belt, and their age, as long as, they're willing to go with me, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I remember watching you at the ADCC Trials in Las Vegas. I came out because my coach Ashley Williams was in ADCC. And I came the day before to watch the trials, and I looked over and I was like, who's this girl in this? You had like this white and black, you know, it looked like a leopard print rash guard and leggings, and you were fighting Elizabeth Clay, and I was like, who's this girl? And then one of my friends turned to me and he was like, oh, she's only 15 years old. I was like, no way, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's wild just watching you, you know, compete because you don't look like a blue belt, which is which is crazy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Um,
it is definitely is a really great competition, like to challenge myself with all kinds of different athletes and really high level athletes.
yeah, no, of course. And what goes through your mind before you compete? Do you get nervous? Do you have like a little you know, little routine you do?
Yeah, so I usually, when I first started competing, I was 9 years old, and I'd get much more nervous than I do right now. Right now, I'd say I'm pretty calm. But what helped me was always moving around before I get into the match, like never staying still and just like not thinking about the match at all until I step onto the mats. Um, just like keeping my body warm and ready to go whenever. And that's what helped me, not to overthink anything.
Yeah. And what's your goals at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, I want to compete as much as I can, do seminars, film more instructionals, and I want to compete at the ADCC Opens a lot this year, and do trials, and in the future, to open my own gym.
Oh wow, amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. When did you start? Like obviously you said you started at a young age. When did you start to know that, you know, this is what you want to do basically for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I love the sport as soon as I started, but um, excuse me. Um, Usually, I I was like, my parents never pushed me to do anything, so I really wanted to start competing as soon as I started training. So it just kind of naturally came slowly, and I just started competing more and more, and I liked it so much that now it's pretty much my lifestyle.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I think it's really good that you found something that you love and you know you get to do it every single day, which is amazing. Yeah. Um, Obviously, you know, like I mentioned earlier, you wear these colorful rash guards and you know, the leggings. Where did that come from?
Yeah, so me and my mom, we really liked to, do like styling and matching outfits for me. And ever since I started competing in Nogi, we tried to like match the rash guard and the spats. But then recently, me and my parents started making my own outfits, designing them, and now I partnered with Future Kimonos, and we've released my first collection, the leopard print collection, for everyone to wear. And I think it's really great that I was able to, build my own style that way.
Yeah, No, that's amazing. I saw that recently on Instagram, so yeah, that's class. And obviously, you know, I mentioned that you've gone to New Wave now. Have you seen a dramatic increase, like in your skill levels and your mindset whilst being there?
Yes, I feel like I've improved very quickly over the last 5 months that I've been here. And, you know, all with the help of Professor John and Gordon and Gary and all my teammates, you know, they're always pushing me, always to train really hard. The trainings are really intense and different. So it's really great and it's the best place I've been so far.
That's amazing, yeah. Is there anything that you'd want to tell like your fans who are listening to this? Is there any like words or anything coming up for you?
Yeah, I'll be competing this Saturday at the Enigma event in Austin. I'm gonna be defending my 145-pound title. I'll also be doing IBJJF Worlds next weekend, the ADCC Open in Dallas, and I'll also be having a couple seminars in June and July. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, whatever else comes up, I'm really excited to, you know, compete whenever, as much as I can.
Yeah. Do you like Nogi more than the gi at the moment?
I train both gi and nogi. I do prefer nogi, but I also love the gi. The gi is where I started training. You know, I love both, and really, wherever I compete, I try to do either both gi and nogi if it's possible, or you know, whatever the competition offers.
Hmm. Is there like a preferred rule set that you like? Is fight to win like your favorite rule set or ADCC rule set?
Yeah, I love submission only rule sets, similar to fight to win. I also like the ADCC rule set because it's different than anything else. It's really hard to score points, um, and the time limits are very long. And I like the challenge of that, especially that they also give a lot of matches. So yeah, I love ADCC. I love submission only rule sets.
It's amazing, yeah. Just the last question now for you, Helena. I just want to know how you overcome like difficult situations or even like, you know, going through a loss in like, you know, in a competition or fight. How do you overcome that? Do you go straight back to the gym and just work on things, or like what's your process for that?
Yeah, so over the past few years, I've had 197 fights, 194 wins, and 175 by submission. So only 3 losses. But over those losses, I've always tried to rewatch my matches. And this goes like whether I win or I lose. I always rewatch my matches. I see like what I did right, what I should improve on, and I'm usually back at the gym as soon as I get home if I was traveling. um yeah, you know, Monday I'm right back, and I start training again. I work on improving what I think I should improve, and you know, I compete as much as I can to gain experience with a lot of different athletes and training too.
Yeah. No, honestly, the future for you is so bright, and I'm so excited to see what, you know, what the future holds for you. I hope to meet you soon. You know, you never know, you might be in the next ADCC, so hopefully, you know, I'll see you there. But yeah, thank you so much, Helen. I really appreciate your time, and yeah, stay safe.
Thank you so much. It was really fun talking to you.
Thank you.